we missed for like I think then once we completed this, then we started. Then we stopped. No?
Yes, we just started when you just started right now.
Okay, okay, then fine. So let me take this part again. So same thing I want to do it here also. So instead of defining it two places, what we can do, we can define it one place and we can refer wherever we want. So for that, go to extract subflow. Subflow name we will give this initialize request data common subflow and we will put inside common flow. Click on OK. So inside common flow, now we have this. So we can delete this logger. We don't need. So we have this here. And if you go to api.xml, here we have flow reference. This one is done. So same, we will similar flow reference we will put here. And we will call same flow here. OK, so we are initializing same thing. Now next we will have this logger flow reference. Everything will be same. What I can do now instead of like writing it again. So let me go here. Let me copy everything. Okay. So this will be post assessment. Here also timestamp this transaction ID will change everywhere. So it will be attributes.
Hello Ravi, can you please show it to me how you have copied the data from get to post? I didn't get.
Go to XML. I copied everything from inside flow. Whatever we have, I copied everything here to here. In next flow, I pasted everything.
Okay, Ravi, thanks.
Attribute need to add it everywhere. Business process name. Oh, it's bidirectional. Okay. It should be assessment. Okay, so here also. So this flow reference will call to initialize flow. Then this is logger for post, and then it will call flow. Okay, so here, similar to get assessment detail, we need to create post assessment detail. Okay, so this will call get assessment detail, and this will call post assessment detail. Now go to post assessment detail. So here also we will do log for Salesforce. A part of this, here we are calling this Salesforce. Previous time, like in first in get, we were calling Salesforce to retrieve detail from there. But this time we will call Salesforce to submit response. Okay, so here Salesforce we will use upsert. Okay, either we can use create. I think yeah, create is there. Either you can use create one or upsert one. Better to use upsert. Let me see. I think we can't, like, user can't submit 2 times, so he can't update response. Still, let me use upsert only. Someone has any query? So in upsert, what object we will use? So object name is, sometime it will come automatically, but it's not coming right now. So what I can do, I will go to Salesforce, and first thing, we haven't created object itself. We have created assessment detail where we are storing, where we have assessment question answer, but we want one another object where we will submit, we will record their answer, like user's answer. Okay, so we need to create one more object. Object name we can put assessment record. Okay. Name text. Save this. So Assessment records object got created. We need to add fields. New. Okay, so here what all we need to store? Question 1, option 1, question 2. Let me see what was request structure for this. Anyone can remember what was that? Object. User details, user ID, name, assessment, question answer like this. Okay, this will be structure of our request payload. In Salesforce also we need to store user ID, name, then question answer, question 1, answer 1, question 2, answer 2 like this. Let's assume we have 5 set of question answer. And then submission date time. So first text. First will be user ID. Length. Let it be. Then username. User ID, then name. Name we have already, so let me put username. Then we will have multiple set of question answer. Let's say we have 5 set of question answer. Text. One. Answer 1. Let's work with 2 only, otherwise it will take too much time. Question 1, question 2, 250. Okay. And so now we have answer 1, answer 2, question 1, question 2, user ID, username. This is last modified date. By default, it will come. So I don't think we need to use that one, or let me create my own. Okay, so this object is done. So here, before calling this Salesforce object, okay, first object name. So object name you will get here. This is your object name. And this is external ID field name. Okay, so this will be unique ID. Okay, so here you can see this name will unique. This name you can see name for this index ID is ticked, means it will be unique only. So you can use this name. In cases it can be different, so or you can create your own unique ID also. Or I think we can make it so customer ID will be unique always, user ID. Let me make it indexed one. So to make it unique, you need to select this external ID. With this. Yeah, so now you can see here this user ID is also ticked. So I will take this one. Okay, fine. And for this one, I think we can write like this. This object name inside bracket your name. Okay, so now payload, we need to create payload here. So go to core components, set payload, means transform message. To call this Salesforce, we need to pass payload since we are going to create new record there. And here we need to pass JSON object. Okay, so that JSON object will contain these many elements. Okay, so let's start with one by one. User ID C. Next, username. Next, question 1, option 1. And then we have answer 1. Then we will have question 2, answer 2. Then we have submission date time. Okay, so this many field we need to pass to Salesforce. For now, I'm hard coding all this value. Okay.
Ravi, question 1 is repeating like 2 times. So
Okay. For now, I will pass hard coded value, and then I will map this one. post details. Okay, and this final response payload, we have different structure. This is structure we need. Okay, let me try to copy from here only. Okay, this value transaction ID, this will come from where's dot request dot attributes dot headers dot. Let me copy. It should be here. Okay, status success.
The attribute is missing here.
What you told?
Here attribute is missing. After where's message, where's data plus message.
Okay. This logger must be before and after this Salesforce call. Everything looks good. Let me deploy this. And let me create Postman curl. Okay, for Postman curl also, what you need to do, create one new workspace. This one is created. So I will give name as a okay, and inside this, create new folder. This folder will be for system API, SAPI folder. Okay, and inside this folder, we will save this one. Okay. Banking SAPI. Get assessment. Okay, we will create duplicate of this. And this will be post assessment. Everything will be same. Header will be same, only body we need to pass. Space are coming, so let me take body from diamond. Okay, let me add breakpoint first. We can add breakpoint here also. Not sure breakpoint is there or not. It's deployed. Let's call post one. It went to post assessment and then it will do first log. Okay, it initialize the variable. Then it created first start log. It went to post assessment flow. It created transform message. Then okay, cannot codes object. Okay, this should be array or object. Let me think. Deployment done. No description. Okay, so here you will able to know like what invalid input, what it's saying. As object type, assessment record is not supported if you attempt to use a custom object. Be sure to append the underscore c after the entity name, please. Okay, so here what we need to do, pass only this one. If you will do small change and if you will save this, automatically deployment will start. Okay, this time it worked, but let me check. Let me check here. Item 1 success true. If you will get success true means that record created successfully. If you will get false means there is something wrong with that entry. So you can see here. Okay, I think we haven't created assessment record. So first we need to create tab for assessment record. So where we will create, go to service setup, tab. Okay, not inside. We need to go inside setups, tabs. Then here we need to create new. Then assessment record, select anything, and then click on next. Next, save. Okay, this one is created. Now you will able to access. Okay, so one record is created. If you want to see complete detail, okay, so this record got created. Okay, now one thing, let me complete it first. Let me run it again. At this moment, we are passing everything hard-coded value. Now I want to make it dynamic. What is coming from request, so I want to map it here. So again, I will take this. In this. So first user ID. Okay, so user ID is inside. So first I want payload. So how I will get payload? Attribute, sorry, where's dot request message dot attribute payload dot this, and this will be repeating for all. So what I can do, inside this user ID, ID user details, Then question, assessment detail, what? Now assessment detail will have two set of assessment detail. Okay, so what we will do, assessment detail 0 dot this detail 1 1 1, and then answer. Is it clear to everyone? And then
Yes.
last submission date time, this will be from here. This is part of assessment detail. Yeah. Let me evaluate this. User ID this, name this, question this, option this. Yeah, everything is coming fine. So let's take this. Unpin this. Deployment done. So test this. Okay, so we can check payload here. Okay, all mapping is done. Okay, so here you can check success true means record created. Click on this all. So this record created. So this operation is working fine. Okay, last transform message. Yeah, we already did. And here we will get success response. Let me know if anyone has any doubt.
What is the data type for Salesforce input and output?
Data type for Salesforce input. We created, no? This. This we are passing as a Salesforce input, and output it will give only success true or false.
But the data type it says Java.
Okay, yeah,
I
this
think
will be Java. Yeah,
it is array. I think
this is Java.
when
This is
okay.
Java.
So when we say Java, is that means Java array?
Yeah, you can see now. This is application Java and this is array. So this is Java array.
Okay. Just like database. We did the same like database, yes? Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No, but in Java database we write insert query, correct? Not in this way. We need to write insert query there.
I mean the data type. when we insert query in the database, we use Java array. I think the same like this.
We do insert query and we don't give any data type there.
I mean, she's saying that the transformation before going to insert, right? The data which is getting is Java format.
Okay, database then we will see. Okay, no, actually we don't give any data type. We write insert query and then we need to define all the parameter one by one inside parameters. We will discuss database will also be there. So at that time we will discuss.
Can you show me the exact structure? What is the output coming after upset Salesforce?
So there only one thing will be important, that will be
In the debugger mode, can you show us the payload structure?
here. This success true means that record created successfully.
Yeah, the entire structure of the payload, not only the single attribute. I mean, like what the exact, it will be coming as an array or array
Yes.
or Java format.
Yes, it will be Java object.
On items, can you click on items?
Click on it.
Okay, Ravi.
Okay, fine then. So we are done with this two operation, like one git assessment and post assessment. Tomorrow we will connect and we will, so not tomorrow means next Saturday. We will work on this process and system experience API for this assessment one. Let me stop recording.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello, Ravi. I have one query, Ravi.